Okay, perfect. Now we can start, and I have 7 questions for you. The first one is this one. For you, what means to be a social entrepreneur? Okay, so for me, be an entrepreneur is like So, my problem is that I'm deaf. So, of course, my biggest problem is related to the communication. But this also gives me. It's like my strength. So, communication now is becoming my strength. Okay, so related to this, what is the sign name of your business? As a sign name? Yes, the name is Alice Focacceria and is the typical focaccia from Liguria, because my mom is from Liguria and everything here is innovated and of course everything is new. Okay, perfect. Now we can start with the second question. When you start your business, how you create this? You create this alone or with a partner, and why you create this? Okay, so the idea about this business is mine, but my mom helped me, of course, because I'm deaf and she's hearing and she helped me a lot. For example, with the business consultant or the lights, because I can do phone calls. Of course, she helped me because I can do all by myself. Of course, I needed to have an hearing person with me, and she's hearing. She never worked because she's always take care of me, and so we decided to start this business together. She was more than 50 years old, and she would have difficulty on finding a new job, and so for me too, because of the deafness. Okay, so how you had this idea? This was my dream that I had since I was young. Because when I was at school, I suffered a lot because I was always worried about the job, because my parents always said that for me would be hard to find a job because of the situation, and in the past was easier. So I said, why not start a business by myself? So was my dream since I was young, and I realized my dream by opening this store. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Now, third question is still related to your business. And when you started your business, did you get maybe some fundings from some outside the company or somebody else? Well, I started when a bank loan, because still there are so many expenses like furnaces, materials, that are all very expensive. So I started with this bank loan, and I will return the money slowly. So that means that you starting work together. Maybe you had benefactors or cooperatives to support you with your idea. No, we start from zero and asking for money to the bank, and we also had a lot of problem because of the COVID situation. Okay. Now we can start with the fourth question. How did you attract customers, and how you gained their trust, and how they understand your philosophy? So, my first aim was to demonstrate that deaf can do everything. And of course, if a deaf person wants to do something, can do really everything. Of course, I began to learn Italian Sign Language, and then I learned how to do my job, and everything was easy for me. I think that do something easier is better than do something more difficult, and it's easier to keep going on. And I'm sure that your focacceria would have attracted a lot of persons that I think are interested in discovering this new language. Yes, this is absolutely true, and a lot of them were curious, and I tried to teach them a little bit of Italian Sign Language, and they usually ask me to teach them some words like good morning. And when they come in my store, they saying good morning in Italian Sign Language, I feel really satisfied by this. Yes, I think that you have some habitual customers who will normally ask you for something or for any sign. Yes, and remember that I'm not in a big city. It's a small city near Milan that is called Segrate, and I grew up there. And of course, I also know who lies near from here. So, of course, when we have new customers, we are very happy. And we have also a lot of deaf, because before starting my business, I had only 2 or 3 deaf friends, because I always grew up in hearing family and I went in hearing school. So my friend is hearing. And when I start my business, I start knowing new deaf, and I'm very happy for this. My life has completely changed because of this business. Okay, perfect. Now we can start with the fifth question, and is related to the money. To start your business, you need money. So you can explain us how you get this? Oh, yes, I asked for a bank loan and nothing else. Okay, and now related to your job, you keep your job by selling your products, earning money, and with this you proceed to meet your expenses, no? Yes, of course, and I pay the tax. So nothing else. I only ask for the money at the bank, but I haven't asked nothing to the government, but only at the bank. Okay, perfect. Now we can start with the sixth question. When you started your business, I'm sure that you had a lot of customers. But if you have a suggestion for another person to add more customers, what kind of suggestion you will give? Okay, I started my business on September 2019 and we had a lot of customers because my store was different for the normal ones. So we worked for only 5 months because then the COVID pandemic started and I think 5 months are not enough to say if we worked a lot. And I can't understand if I had a lot of customers because I can't understand how many persons are really working in the office because a lot of workers are in smart working. So because of this, I can't understand how many workers there are, and near from here there are a lot of offices, a sports center, a library, but because of the COVID, government decided to close the library and also the sports center and also the workers that are in smart working. So these workers that already know me are not come back. But of course we had also new customers, but our business in some moments is going better, in some moments is going worse. So of course it's not easy this period. So when you started your activity, of course, you haven't think about the pandemic because it's not possible to imagine that a pandemic will start. Oh yes, that's true. Surely this activity, yes, this true. Yes, it's true. So, of course, this activity gives me a lot of strength. Okay, now we have the last question. Try to imagine if one day a young person said to you, I want to become an entrepreneur. Maybe not for the same sector or maybe in a focacceria. What kind of suggestion you will give to him to start his business? Oh, it's not easy to say. But I haven't understand the question, but this young would like to start a new business or no, a new store? Yes, I think I would really like to help a deaf person starting his business. And it's because a lot of deaf are unemployed now. For example, about me. If I will not open my business, I think I will not have a job now. Because it's not easy to find a job, and a lot of deaf always say to me that they are unemployed. In this moment, for me, it's not possible. I'm a new person, but maybe in the future, yes, maybe. But now, of course, yes, of course, in the future, I want to open a new store, and I a deaf person. Yes, I would like this, but I would like to find a person that could help me in the store because now there are only me and my mom and we work a lot. It's exhausting. My mom starts working at 4:30 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. And we are really tired. And I have a son, a baby, and this 10 months love. So manage work and family is not easy. I would like to hire a person, maybe an hearing one, but she needs to know sign language, or maybe also a deaf person that can hear a little bit. And I would prefer a person that has the same idea that I have. Maybe also in the Saturday morning we have a woman that helps us, and the Saturday we really have a lot of deaf person that come, but during the week they are less. And I don't want to have a person that doesn't know sign language because for me, if there is a person who doesn't know sign language, that will be not feel welcome. So this is important. So remember also that it's very important to have bilingualism in your store. So it's better to have a person that knows sign language, but also the Italian spoken language. In this way, you can give a better service to your customer in order to give full accessibility. Yes, and also for the hearing, they can learn sign language. Yes, that's true, and I really love integration. So, sorry, I don't know why, but I'm not a person that can speak really a lot. Oh, don't worry, you are more a practical person. So, this is very good. So, thank you for this interview. Thank you, and now I will stop the record.